Right, so let me show you how AI agents can actually help employees and how they can elevate the employee experience. So the example that we have is an employee who has a question to HR. And naturally, this question would be classified as HR ticket. This HR ticket will be routed to HR. Then the employee will need to wait for an assistance for 2 to 3 days. And then the HR will get back to the employee with an answer. But we can do it different. With AI agents, we can really elevate this experience and accelerate this experience to a completely different level. So let me show you how AI agents can change this for the employee. So in this case, let's meet Pete. So Pete is our employee, and Pete recently joined the company, and Pete has a question to HR. And the question that Pete has is that he joined the company 3 months ago, and he wanted to ask when he will receive his commuter benefit. So instead of creating a HR ticket, let Pete speak to an AI agent. Pete will initiate conversation with AI agent. And with this conversation, the AI agent first will check the eligibility criteria for the commuter benefit. And for that, the AI agent will look for any knowledge resources, any HR policies, knowledge articles that would be stored in ServiceNow to extract those details. And as we can see, the AI agent was able to find the knowledge article, and then within this knowledge article, there is eligibility criteria. So what was relevant for the agent was able to extract to the conversation, and we can see 3 points here: be a regular employee of the company, have successfully completed probation period, and not be serving a notice period at the time of payout. So those are the eligibility criteria that AI agent will work with. The next step of AI agent will be actually checking this criteria against records in the system. And for that, the AI agent will be able to do it in SAP, in Workday, in ServiceNow, depending where this data is stored. Once it's done, the AI agent will confirm eligibility. So you're eligible for benefit, dear Pete. Now I'm checking for payroll data for benefit information, because it's not only important to give employee information about the eligibility, it's equally important to confirm if the payroll record is already in the system. So we can have 2 scenarios here. Scenario number 1, AI agent will not have access to the payroll record, or the payroll record will be corrupted. In this scenario, AI agent will not leave employee on their own. The AI agent will create a case to HR asking for additional support. So this is how the agent will still assist, even though there is a limitations in terms of what types of data it can access at the moment. But of course, there is a second scenario where AI agent has access to this data. So it has access through integration to a payroll data, to payroll portal. And with that, the AI agent will give a full support to the employee. And with this full support, the AI agent will confirm the full check. It will confirm that the status has been verified as an active. Then the bank account details are correctly entered, and that there is already a future dated record for your benefit in the payroll system, dear employee. On top of it, the AI agent will confirm when this record is set for payment. So in this case, for payout with June payroll. So with that information, employee will have a full set of information about the eligibility and about the payment. But that's not all. AI agent will go extra mile. So it will give employee additional layer of information. Even though employee didn't ask for this information, something that might be relevant to them in the context of a question. And in this example, we can see the information about the amount of the benefit. So in this scenario, this is amount of 25 euros per month. We also see information about the commuter benefit is subject to tax regulations. So even though employee didn't ask for it, it might be relevant for their question. And with that, we come to an end of the scenario, and we have a happy Pete who got his assistance from AI agent. And he didn't have to wait for 2-3 days for the full turnaround time. He got his assistance within 2-3 minutes. And this is how AI agents actually change people experience of employees. Let me show you how AI agents can help managers onboard their employees more efficiently and elevate their people experience within the process. So normally when we think about onboarding, it's a very complex process and it involves manager, employee, IT, HR, facilities, and many other participants in the process. So the question is how we can elevate the experience of everyone who is involved in onboarding process. And here comes AI agents for help. So let me introduce you to our persona, who is Alex. So Alex is a manager, and Alex is onboarding new employees to her team, and she wants to know who is joining her team next month and what is their onboarding status. But she doesn't want to do it manually, so she doesn't want to go to the portal and look for this information. She wants to use the help of AI assistant. So let's see how she can do it. She will start a conversation with AI assistant. And with the conversation, she will ask, can you tell me how many employees will join my team next month and what's their onboarding status? With that question, AI agent will start working. So first of all, AI agent will check how many employees will be joining the company. And for that, the agent will go into ServiceNow, into journeys, and will look for onboarding journeys that are assigned to Alex as a manager. And we can see that AI agent found 2 journeys. So we have 2 employees joining her team. Next month, 1 employee is the demo employee, and we can see that this employee is actually on track, which means that every activity is being completed on time. The second one is at risk. So Joanna, new hire, is at risk, and there is a specific reason why this employee is at risk. And the reason is that one activity, which is requesting software for new hire, is not completed at the time. So instead of only providing this information back to the manager, AI agents will actually help manager complete this action. So the next step would be, instead of sending employee back to the portal, send manager back to the portal to propose help in completing this action. So the AI agent will open the service catalog to request new software for an employee. It will ask for information which software should be requested. The manager will confirm. In this scenario, it will be Adobe Pro. And upon the confirmation, AI agent will create this action, will create this ticket, and confirm it back to the manager that the item was requested. So without leaving the conversation, the AI agent was able to provide the full support. But that's not the end, because AI agent can go extra mile and can provide additional support to the manager. So in this case, AI agent will proactively ask a question. Would you like to know the best practices for onboarding? How to onboard an employee? Because maybe it's been a long time since Alex onboarded her last employee. And upon confirmation, the AI agent will look for this information in a knowledge base. And in this case, the AI agent was able to find one lengthy knowledge article in the knowledge base, but instead of copy-pasting all of the information back to the manager, it will summarize the content and present this content in a concise way in a chat. But there is one extra support that the agent can give to the manager. So instead of going back and forth between the platform within the platform, the manager wants to have this information on an email, so they could pick it up handy at every time. And with that, the AI agent can provide this support, so it can it has an option to send this information via email. So upon confirmation, it will collect the summary of a knowledge article and will send back to Alex. And with that, we have a happy Alex who got her support from AI agent, who actually knows who will be joining her team next month and who is now confident that everything is on track.